Hello everyone. I was trying to adjust my camera just a little bit. I'm still a little bit, not exactly sure what I'm doing down here with my new height of my table. And of course I'm sitting on a stool now, not a chair. So there you go. All right. It looks like we are live. So yay, I see some people jumping on and joining us. So that's exciting. Yeah. So welcome everyone. Ooh, Jean is watching us from North Dakota. Jean, do you have lots of snow in North Dakota? Just checking, because we have lots of snow here. And I'm not a gigantic fan of snow right now. It's not winter yet. We didn't even get to have fall, which fall is like one of the best times of the year because it's so pretty. But yeah, Jean, we do. I'm guessing you probably do too. So yeah. How about you, Dolly? Do you guys have snow in Kansas? I'm guessing that, from what I understand, there's like snow kind of all the way, across. Janine, you guys have snow in Minnesota? Chris, you guys don't have snow in Colorado, is that correct? Because you guys have lots of fires. Ooh, I'm so sorry about that. I feel like my face is gigantic in the screen, is it? Okay, maybe not. Well, anyways, who really cares? So hello everyone, welcome to Facebook Live with Barb. Hello! I almost forgot my little hello thing that I started doing, which is incredibly annoying, but I think it's kind of funny also. So I try to be slightly annoying because I guess I think I'm funny. I'm probably not. Anyways, Lisa says, hope all is well. Yes, Lisa, it is. Thank you very much. Dolly says Kansas might get some snow on Monday. Well, let's hope you don't, because it's not winter time yet. So winter needs to like get a grip and go away. So yeah. Oh, Laura, my gosh, 85 degrees there today. That is I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. This is ridiculous. The record, what is it? The record low temperature for Sunday here in Sheridan, Wyoming was like 22 degrees. I don't remember when this was, but we're about to bust that by 20 some degrees because they're calling for like below zero temperatures Sunday night here. So like 1, 2, 5, 10, I'm not sure exactly how cold it's going to be, but it's minus temperatures. And that's insane. It's October, people. It's not even, we haven't even had Halloween yet, and it's snow and, below freezing temperatures. That's crazy. So I'm not happy about that at all. Am I missing any comments? I hope not. Okay. So let's see. Barbara says it's no snow in 70 in Ohio. Well, gosh, that's awesome. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of snow. There's a town up in Montana. Excuse me. Montana's above me. There's a little town there called Red Lodge. It's a ski resort. So I guess this is a good news for them. They had 10 inches of snow yesterday. It had been snowing yesterday, and by 6:30 last night, they had gotten 10 inches of snow. So the National Weather Service increased their snow accumulations from 12 to 18 inches. It was like, 6 or 4 to 8 or something like that. And then they raised it to 12 to 18. So I guess I shouldn't really complain about, I think we got 5, 6. I don't even know. I haven't been outside. I've been down here in my stamp room all day. Because that's what I do on Thursdays. I do work and then I get ready for Facebook Live so I can show you guys some amazing projects. Anywho, I do have a little story for you about my son. Those of you with teenage boys can probably relate to this little story. My son has a class in high school and it's Woods. And so he was in Woods class the other day. I think it was Monday. Was it Tuesday? It must have been Monday. I guess it doesn't even make any difference. Anyways, he had a piece of wood that he wanted to cut, but the piece of wood was a little smaller. So I guess what they do is they put it in a pneumatic press. The press comes down, squishes the wood so that you can cut off whatever it is you need to cut off. Fine, whatever. So he has the wood there. He's got it in place, and somebody behind him says something. So like, a dumb kid, he, what? And then I don't know what he was thinking. So he pushes the button for the press to come down. Here's the wood. Here's his finger. Here's the press. Yeah, smashes his finger. So he said it hurt really, really bad, which I'm sure that it did. And he said that he hit the button, of course, to raise it up. And he said, and it was bleeding. There was blood. He goes, there was nothing in there for that would cut it. And he's telling me this story, like, I don't understand why. Yeah, exactly, Gene. He says, I don't understand why, there was blood. I mean, there was nothing in there to cut my finger. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm just sitting there waiting for him to say, what happened. He doesn't. He says the teacher told him to go to the nurse. He goes to the nurse. The nurse, kind of bandages it up, tells him, it's possible the tip of his finger could be broken, blah, blah, whatever. So he's telling me this, and I said, you don't know what happened to your finger? And he's like, I guess not. And I said, it exploded. That's what happened to your finger. I said, think of like this. You put a grape in that press, and you push the button, and the press comes down on the grape. What happens? The skin on the grape splits, and the guts fly out all over. So he says to me, oh, that makes sense. No kidding. So anyways, I think he's fine. He's like my husband. I mean, he's a typical Mulligan man. I'm not going to the doctor. So every time I ask him how his finger is, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need to go to the doctor. It's fine. So every night after he gets out of the shower, I have him put a rubber glove on so it doesn't get wet. The nurse told him not to get it wet. Fine, we won't get it wet. So then I look at it. We take the Band-Aids off, and then we look at it, and I take pictures because I guess I'm kind of gross like that. I want to see what it looks like because I'm blind. So I can take the picture, and then I can zoom in really big to see, to see it. So anyways, you can definitely see where it's like all jaggedy. It's not like a cut with a knife. It's like, torn open. And I suppose the cut is probably, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch long. Yeah, maybe 5/8, 3/4 of an inch long on his finger, and it's just kind of bleh. Anyway. So, oh, Chris, I'm sorry. I think it might be your internet because I've been watching myself on my iPad and I'm good. I hope it's not me because then it'll affect everyone and not just you. So, okay, I'm sorry. So anyways, that's my little fun story for the week. My son squished his finger, so we'll see what happens. But of course, then, he works at a place here in town called Shipton's, and his job, he's the feed boy. So the feed boy takes 50-pound bags of feed from the back storage area and takes them up front and puts them on the shelf. So he's picking up these 50-pound bags, from the back room to the cart, from the cart to the store shelves, and back there again. So I said, how are you going to work tomorrow? It's fine. I'm fine. I could work. Okay. So I guess one thing I guess is good from this whole thing, my son has a good work ethic. Not sure if that's a smart thing to have at this point in time, but he's got one. So there you go. Okay. I did want to show you the cards I made last week in case you want to go back and watch my Facebook Live if you didn't see it. Here is one of the cards that we made, and this little bow comes undone. I guess it's kind of hard for me to show you this, and I can't show it to you and work it at the same time. And then you open it up. Isn't that fun? Yeah, so we made this so you can see how to make it on last week's Facebook Live. We also made this gorgeous poinsettia card using some of that plush poinsettia paper in the background here. Super pretty. And then I did a little watercoloring and some embossing and some cutting. So yeah. So like I said, in case you guys didn't see it last week, go check it out because the cards are amazing. And then here's my last one using our gorgeous red foil sheets and the Dainty Diamonds folder. And we made just kind of a fun, a different kind of card, different kind of fold. It's always fun to make something a little bit different sometimes. So anyways, if you guys missed out on those, go check out my Facebook Live from last week. I was going to try to put this on my blog with the dimensions, and I still have it in my pile to do that. I don't know if I'm going to get it done. Sometimes I am super incredibly lame. It's just because I've got so many other things to do. Okay, so those were last week. Then I wanted to show you guys, I had my team meeting on Tuesday, and we are still able to meet in person in Wyoming. How do we find your card? Beth, if you just, after tonight, don't do it now because I want you to watch me now. But after we're done here, if you just, you're on the page that you're on right now watching me, if you just scroll down, you'll find my Facebook Live from October 15th, and that's how you can see it. Okay? So thank you for wanting to watch it. So I had my team meeting this week, and we always have to make and take projects, and so I wanted to share them with you guys because I really, really like them. So here's the first one. This is with the snowflake wishes. Got that gorgeous glimmer paper behind there. Very pretty. We have this one here with the cute snowflakes and those gorgeous blue gems. Very pretty. Then we have this fun one here that uses the postage stamp punch in there. And then we made this adorable little treat using that little treat box. It's in the back of the OK or holiday catalog on page 70. Yeah, for whatever reason, I remember that. So anyways, the girls got to make that. So we can gather live here in Wyoming. I mean, of course, there's restrictions, but I only had 5 people here, so that's way below the restrictions. So we had a good time. I do have their swap cards. I'm going to show those to you when I flip the camera because they're gorgeous and you really need to see them in their amazingness. So I do want to let you know that I do have online class for this bundle of cards, or not these cards, but this bundle of products, this suite of products. I have an online class that's going live tomorrow. So if you are interested in that and getting in on that action, the link should be below the video, the Snowflake Wishes class. And then my Poinsettia Petals kit to go is also ready to go. In fact, I'm just finishing up my document before I went live here. I mailed all my kits out today. I am taking orders for those through the end of October. So if you do want a kit, the link's in the description. You can check that out. Okay, so I think we're done with the scary stories and we're ready to do something else. So I'm going to flip the camera and then I'm going to show you the gorgeous swaps from my team because my girls are amazingly talented. All right, let's bring those in first. Oh, I forgot to, we'll show the winner here in a second of last week. Okay, so this card was from Barbara. Isn't that pretty how she used our First Frost? I think it's called First Frost. It's Frost something, the designer series paper. And then we have this adorable little polar bear. And look at the detail of her cutting. Oh my word, Barbara, this is amazing. And then a little stitched nested label there with the fun stuff. This is from Patty. Patty did the Trimming the Town bundle. So cute. Again, there's that postage stamp punch. Really fun. I love that little tree and all the stamping she did in the background. Super cute. This was Vicky's, the gorgeous foil paper embossed with the evergreen folder. So, so pretty. Of course, the balmy blue glimmer paper there. The snowflake paper. We've got one of our sweetly stitched labels. And then the little moose and, of course, the iridescent ribbon. So very gorgeous. And then Denise made this fun card for us. And I think this uses what the heck is it? I'm drawing a complete blank. If somebody thinks of it, put it in the comments and then I'll tell everybody else. But this is Denise's card. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. Great job, Denise. And Kay, my Wyoming buddy down in Casper, made this fun card. Look at that, from a half a sheet of cardstock. Just cut the diagonal way and then you score it and fold it. Isn't that fun? Using the Pines, in the Pines stamp set. Really pretty card there. Great job, Kay. This was from Penny. Penny did a gorgeous card using the same folder, the evergreen folder there. And then she used this, I can't think of what step. Gosh, I'm terrible. Yes, Jean, that's it. To a Wild Rose. Thank you very much. That was this card here, To a Wild Rose. Okay, and this one, I don't know what this one is either. Boy, I am just batting a million today, and there's so many stamp sets, I can't keep track of them all. But this one has this fun deer. We live in Wyoming, of course, we have deer. I have deer in my backyard every single day of the week. So to me, deer is like no big deal, but other people might think it's amazing. So there you go. And then some blue glimmer paper. And then April made this fun Z-fold card for us using some of the Gilded Autumn Designer Series paper and some Cajun Crates cardstock. So we had some great cards from my team members. So thank you so much, girls, for swapping. I always appreciate that. And they always give me a card. So yay me. All right. So our winner from last week for sharing or commenting. So remember that, share or comment. Makes me super happy. Nature's Beauty. Thank you, Charlene. Gosh, I am just a dingbat right now. Sarah, I think it's Vagny. It's V-A-G-N-Y, Vagny, I'm not sure. Excuse me, Sarah. I don't know Sarah. So Sarah, if you're watching, please message me on Facebook and give me your address so I can get this out to you. And speaking of that, Teresa, I saw you on here. I'm a loser. And today I finally mailed out your prize that you won last week. So I am so sorry. I had a ton of other things to mail. And so I got everything ready. And then my husband and I went out in the snow because we had to pick up my daughter's car because it was getting fixed, blah, blah, long story. Anyway, I finally mailed your package, so I'm terribly sorry that it took so long. Okay. As you guys know, Designer Series paper is on sale this month. There are 15 packages of the paper that's on sale. They're all listed here. If you can't read that because it's pretty small, you can head to my blog at barbstamps.com. You can see all of them that are on sale. Here's a picture of them. They are on sale through the end of the month for 15% off. And Teresa, you're much too kind. Here's a little graphic of the papers that are on sale, and they're 15% off of 15 different papers. Ooh, yes, my Create Where You Are October kit to go. This is one of the cards, and I do have a standalone video for this. This is the only one that I'm sharing publicly. The other 3 cards are for the class attendees only to see. And this is one that I do have a standalone video for on YouTube using, has a Starbucks gift card in there. Super cute, different way to do a gift card holder. So if you're interested in that, you can check out my YouTube channel and see how I make it. So the class consists of, the people make 8 cards, 2 each or 4 designs. So 2 of these and then 6 other cards. And in the kit, they get a half a pack of the designer series paper. What's it called? Poinsettia Petals, I think. They get a half a pack of that plush poinsettia paper that's on this card here, this velvety fun paper. They get a half a pack of these gorgeous beaded pearls. Here's one that I colored, this one. They get a half a roll of red sheer ribbon, a half a roll of white metallic silver-edged ribbon, and envelopes. Yeah, and the pre-cut cardstock to make the 8 cards. All priority mail for $45. So the link's below if you're interested in that. I would love to sell you one. You can add the bundle for $65 too. Snowflake Wishes online class. This is my October class. It's going live tomorrow, and I will be sending out all the cardstock kits on Monday. So if you do want to get in on this, you can get the class or the class with the cardstock kit, or you can purchase my special bundle and get it all for free. The cardstock kit does include the blue adhesive back gems and a roll of the iridescent ribbon, and that is also $45. So there you go. My 12 weeks of holiday project ideas, you guys, has started. This Sunday will be week 3 that we will be sending out holiday ideas. If you're interested in this, you need to subscribe to my newsletter, as I don't share these anywhere else except with my team on my team page. Jean wants to know, do you think the poinsettia flower could be used for other seasons and not just Christmas? Absolutely, Jean. If you cut it out in pink or Bermuda Bay, why not? You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times people think, you know, it's a poinsettia because it's red or white. But if you were to cut it out in pink or Bermuda Bay or, you know, purple, I think absolutely you could use it for something else. Because it's gorgeous. You're going to want to use it for something else. So there you go. Anyways, the only way you can get this is if you're a subscriber to my newsletter. Ooh, I just wiggled the whole thing. Or if you're on my team. So every Sunday this goes out in the morning. We started out with a Halloween set. We went to a fall set. Sunday will be a fall set. Then I'll have 8 Christmas sets using various bundles out of the holiday catalog. 8 different bundles. And then the last one is a Valentine's set using, I'm not going to tell you, but it's a Valentine's set, and it'll be, I think it's the Sunday after Christmas when that last one goes out. So there you go. All right. Curvy Celebrations is a fun bundle of products coming November 3rd to customers. If you can't wait and you need the Curvy bundle right now, you can sign up to be a demonstrator and you can add this into your starter kit. And so like I say, every time I talk about this, if you are purchasing Stampin' Up! Products and you are not a demonstrator, you are throwing money away. You absolutely should be a demonstrator. There's no reason not to. It's very inexpensive to join. It's $99 and you get $125 worth of merchandise. If you can't meet the $300 quarterly minimum that Stampin' Up! Has, nothing happens. You're simply dropped as a demonstrator. No harm, no foul. And then you can sign up again some other time if it works out for you. So keep that in mind. I'd love to have you join my team. I do believe I have a link to that in the description of this video. Totally Techniques Online Club. Today is the very last day to order if you want to be part of this. If you do want to be part of it, you need to let me know that you want to join. And then every month you need to spend $30 in my online store with my host code of the month. Which reminds me, here it is. And then every month I will send you Technique cards in the mail along with a card showing you how to do it. Okay? So here is the card the girls got in September. Well, actually, they got it in October, but it was for their September orders. Here's the instructions how to do it. I also have a video that I email you the link to. And then here is the instruction card. So we've learned, this is my 5th month of doing this. So those girls that started in the very beginning, they have 1 more month to order, and then they get a $30 gift certificate from me to buy whatever they want. And then they can start all over again and join for another 6 months. So there you go. All right, it has to be a consecutive 6 months, so I just want to throw that out there. I do have a couple of kits left for my Arrange a Wreath online class, the cardstock kits. I have one Gilded Autumn cardstock kit left. And I think I have 2 Celebrate Sunflowers. So I just wanted to throw that out there in case you're interested in doing some stamping, then you can. All right, I'm going to move this up just a hair because looking at my screen, I think it's in the way. All right, so now we're going to stamp. Yay. And I'm actually kind of excited. My paper pumpkin arrived today. And so I want to show you guys a slightly alternate card to the cards that Stampin' Up! Has designed in the kit. Super slight variation. Okay, so obviously the kit, it looks very Christmassy. You know, we've got Christmas flowers just because of the colors. We've got wreaths. We have, you know, a wreath here. We have the word joy. We have Merry Christmas. We have wishing you a very happy Christmas, joy to the world, to yours sending. So it's kind of a Christmas themed paper pumpkin kit. Yeah, okay. Well, we're not going to do that today. We're going to make it just a regular old card, generic for, you know, a birthday or something. Or just a just because card. So included in this paper pumpkin kit this month are some die cut words. Now you might notice that there are some words that we don't use in the United States, like Harmonie, okay? So this kit was kind of designed to work in other countries because we are kind of trying to expand the market and put it out there in some other countries occasionally. So the word harmony is German. I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm sure I butchered it. It's also the word for peace. So of course the word peace is on here. Well, you know what? I was looking at this really quickly and I thought this said friend. It doesn't. It says Freude, however you pronounce that. And it means joy in German. But I took harmony and I don't know, I'm going to butcher it, so I'm going to pretend Freude, and I cut them apart and we're going to make the word friend out of it because that's what I thought it was to begin with. So we have an F and an R from the FR word. The IE is from the what I thought was harmony, spelled wrong. The N is also from the harmony word. And then we have the D from this. The D right there, I just cut it out. So I just cut this apart and we're going to make the word friend. So we are actually going to make this card right here. But instead of stamping Merry Christmas on it, we are going to put the word friend on there. So it's going to be super simple. And we're going to take one of these little gold banners out of here. Is that the right one? I think that it is. All right, so I took one of the card bases. So I've got the card base here ready to go. I have my little stitched label that came in the kit. That's going to be glued to the banner. And then we're going to very carefully glue this word friend down. So we're going to use kind of a fun glue technique that will hopefully make this a little simpler. So I'm going to bring in a silicone mat. Let me move my word over there. I've got a silicone mat. I think I did this last month or last week, and I've got a little sponge that I keep in this Talenti gelato container. And I'm going to squirt a little bit of glue up here in the corner. And we're going to start, well, I'm going to kind of lay this on my label just to kind of get a feel for, actually, maybe I can use my Take Your Pick tool. Haha, look at that, I can. To get these on here. And this, I hope this works, you guys, because I did not try this. I just, immediately my eyes went to the word friend that wasn't the word friend. And I thought, oh my gosh, we're going to try that on Facebook Live. So I think it's going to work. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't work, you know, we tried. Okay, so we're going to get a little bit of glue on our sponge. And then I'm going to just kind of hold this down just barely with my finger and add the glue to it. Okay, here we go. All right, so we've got the F and the R. I'm going to hold that little bugger there. Actually, I'm going to get that away from my label so that I don't end up ruining it. And we're going to put the IE on here. Whew, man, this might actually work. What the heck do you know about that? If I can get this end picked up. You know what? I bet if I just stuck this on that little bit of glue, I could pick up glue on it. And then we could just bring it here and put it down. Oh my gosh, look, this might actually work out and look right. Like I had it in my mind. A lot of times, I don't know if this happens to you guys, but when I'm creating, I have something in my mind and I think, oh, that's going to look kind of cool. And then it looks horrible. Does that ever happen to you guys? The idea in your brain does not transfer onto the paper. Yeah. So, but I think this might actually work. So excited right now. There. And of course, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. The dot on the eye, the technical term for that is a tittle. I know. My son laughs every time I say that. So we are going to actually add, I think, a red rhinestone that I'm going to grab right now. Whoops. Yep, here we go. I just kicked a bunch of stuff, so don't pay any attention to me. All right, but before I do that, I am going to now add, I need some seal, this to the banner. Wow, that was the only thing I was kind of concerned about, was if that was going to work out for me, and it did, and I'm super excited. And it really wasn't that difficult to get it on there. You know, I was kind of thinking, oh, that's going to be kind of a pain in the butt, but it wasn't. So we're going to copy this layout right here, just as they show it, except without the word Christmas on there. Okay, so we also have this piece of embossed paper that comes. It looks like some kind of a cable knit sweater folder, and I think it's like so. So that would go off to the side. So we're going to grab some dimensionals to stick this on. And dimensionals do come in paper pumpkin kits, so there you go. You also get glue dots, and you get, we've got some twine that we're going to be using here in a second. We've got this amazing, fun detailed card base. And then this, oh, you know what, I stuck that, oh, come on, just give me a break here. Just a little bit of a break. There, okay, I put it too far over to the side. I need it over here a little farther, over to the right. Okay, that. And then that's going to go there, but not before we punch out 2 of these little goodies. Oh, whoops, this must go like this. Is that how that goes? Like this? I'm trying to make it almost exactly the same, except, of course, like I said, not the same, because we're making it a friend card, not a Christmas card. Yep, that looks about like how it's supposed to go. All right, so let's add our adhesive. Where did my seal go? What are we doing? So if I put it right across here, it should stick. And, well, my placement might not be exactly like they designed it, but you know what? It's my card, so I can do what I want. You know, these just don't look like the right... Is there some other die cuts in here and I took the wrong ones? You know what? I don't even care. We're going with it. But now I just have to look just because I'm curious. No, they're all the same. For some reason, this looks different to me. Oh, it's just light and I didn't see it. Okay. I got you now, Stampin' Up. I'm picking up what you're laying down. Okay. And then that's just going to go. That is a really pretty card. I'm excited about this, you guys. Okay. And we will do that. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I bet we can we pull these off? Sometimes seal takes a little bit before it actually is permanent. So you kind of get a little bit of wiggle room with it. Thank goodness, because I need a little. Because if I look at this sheet here, they did do some zigzagging or wrapping of this little twiny stuff. So I want to do that. Okay. So they put the twiny stuff. Where's the end of this? Sometimes if I pick at it a little bit, I can find Oh, good grief. And I am a blind person. Yes, as you guys know, I've had this cataract forever and I have not done anything about it. And now with the COVID everywhere, I'm kind of a little concerned to actually go to the doctor because, you know, you can, anyway, who cares? It's my problem. All right. So we are going to stick this. Actually, we're going to stick it on the seal that I already have there. It's not wanting me to do this. Oh, I have a little bit of a funny story for you guys. My family, meaning my dad and my brother, we try to have a family Zoom call once a month. And because my dad, you know, he lives alone. He's 85 years old. I can't believe he still lives by himself, but he does. He still mows his lawn and shovels his driveway and this and that and the other thing. So, you know, we're kind of concerned about him a little bit. So we want to like see him, you know, so we can make sure that he's okay. So we have a Zoom call once a month. So we were going to have it on this past Sunday. Well, I had forgotten. All of a sudden my calendar notification goes off. It says, oh, you know, we call it the Fun Family Meeting. So actually I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals. So the Fun Family Meeting is supposed to go on. So I call my dad and I'm like, oh my gosh, Dad, I just got my calendar notification. It's Fun Family Meeting time. You know, do you still want to do it? So he says, well, we can, but I don't know what we would have to talk about. And I said, well, this would be the third Fun Family Meeting we've had, and they've all been over an hour. So clearly we can find stuff to talk about. He's like, yeah, okay. So that was just kind of funny. It's just typical of my dad. Yay, look at that. Isn't that just so pretty? Who wouldn't want to get that in the mail? Oh, I need to put my tittle on there. Hold. Where did I put the rhinestones? Does anybody see them? I mean, obviously they're out here because I went and got them. Oh, right here. Oh, do I want to use red or do I want to use like a rhinestone or, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm changing my mind. Changing my mind. I've got all these little gemmy things here. Where are the ones I'm looking for? Seriously, where are they? Maybe I lost them, but actually I'm pulling these out. These are cherry cobbler, which is actually that color. So we're going to go with a cherry cobbler. Ooh, here's one all by its little lonesome on this strip. So let's pull that off of there and we'll just dot our friend with a rhinestone. So then of course the kit does come with envelopes. And look at that, they're lined. Of course they have a lot of, well, who cares? There's all those words that are English and French and, is it French? Is that what I said? English and, yeah, English, French, and German. Okay, but no one's going to pay attention to that. So we have this gorgeous card. But then I kind of thought we might jazz it up just a tiny bit because there is this pretty little flower image that comes in the kit. And I need to find a block. And all my blocks are being used. So we are going to try to do something with this big block here and hope that we don't mess it up. Cherry cobbler. Okay. So I'm going to stamp this on the inside of the card. Down here in the corner. Let's hope that it... Ooh, pretty! And then we'll stamp it on the envelope in the corner. Right here. Oh, you know what? I got a bunch of ink right there. So I'm going to quickly grab a piece of paper and get some of that off. Because you know me. It'll be everywhere. It might be anyway. Let's just see. Okay, there we go. So, Paper Pumpkin, you guys, awesome. I'm hoping that they're going to start having refill kits in the store again. Chris, this was this month. I just got it in the mail. Does anybody else have any questions? Sorry, guys, I was just so dang excited. No complications. Oh, Jean, thank you for that. Maybe I'll go ahead and get it done anyway. La, 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 la. Going to the doctor, we've gone. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Carol. Yep, okay. So we've got that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Paper Pumpkin. So this is the current kit. I just got this in the mail today. So yeah, this is the current kit. I'm hoping that they will have refills go on sale on Monday. Monday is the day they're supposed to get refills and everything Paper Pumpkin back in the online store. So at shoppingwithbarb.com, if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can order refills if it's available. I don't know if it is or isn't. if it's not, you can sign up to be a subscriber and get the kit next month, because next month's going to be super cute too, I'm sure, because they're always cute. Anyway, there you go. And you can always use my link to sign up for Paper Pumpkin. It's just barbmullican.com. Yep, just my name.com. Okay, I'm going to just slide all these doohickeys out of the way so we can move on with our next projects. All right, just let me kind of put all this away. And as another little bonus, my Paper Pumpkin subscribers get a an emailed file full of alternate projects using that month's kit. So yeah, I'll be sending out alternate ideas in the beginning of November after I get all my friends, we all get our ideas done. Okay, let me move this. One last look at that super pretty card. I was so excited how that turned out, you guys. Yay me. Okay, next we're going to use the Wreath Builder dies. They, of course, go with the Arrange a Wreath stamp set. You can purchase them as a bundle to save yourself 10%. This was my online class last month in September, and I still have a few kits left. Here's what the dies cut out. Super fun. So we're going to make a card using that. This was my kickoff to my online class card. Isn't that fun? Can you guys tell how that stands up? How it's kind of like a, not even sure what you call it. I don't remember what you call this. It's kind of a stair step card or something. But yeah, super cool. So there's a video for this on my YouTube channel. Anyways, it uses the Arrange a Wreath bundle. But we're not using the stamp set today. We're just using the dies, okay? And this isn't the card we're making. That's a card I made a while ago. We're also going to use one of the patterns out of the In Good Taste Designer Series paper, which is actually on sale this month. This is a double pack, so it's actually $5-ish off. And we are going to use this kind of blonde wood pattern right here. At least I think that's the one I picked. Let me make sure it's got, yep, it's got the brick on the back. So we're using this kind of blonde wood grain paper today in the project. And we're going to actually use stamps from the Banner Year stamp set that is paired with the Banner Punch, or Banners. I can't remember. Banners Punch? Anywho, it does make this. Absolutely, Jean. You could totally put happy birthday on there. In fact, I have a card that I'm making for, I have two sister-in-laws. My husband has two brothers. And they were both born, one of them's birthday is December 18th and one of them is December 29th. So they're both Christmas babies. So I'm going to make a card for one of them today. This is the next card that I'm going to make. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. What does this say? So actually this says Happy Thanksgiving. Dang, I just got something in my throat. And we're going to use the Banner Punch and the stamp set and the dies. And we're going to use Old Olive ink, soft suede ink, some Gilded Gems, some of this embroidered ribbon, which is perfect for fall. And then I have some of my stamps on blocks that I took out of the stamp set. Okay. So you're going to laugh. I was trying to design this card earlier today, and I have a lot of bits and pieces because I wasn't exactly sure how I wanted to put it all together. So I had die cut a bunch of stuff and stamped some things, and you know, you probably do that same thing when you are trying to make a card or make a project. You just sort of like start putting things together and seeing what looks good and what doesn't. So we're going to kind of wing it. And I couldn't decide where I wanted my sentiment, if I wanted it in regular stamping, if I wanted it heat embossed, if I wanted it on vanilla cardstock. So I got a whole bunch of ideas here. All right. Is we're going to layer our piece of Designer Series paper onto this layer of crumb cake. This is 5.5 by 8.5. This is, I don't even know, it was a scrap that was in my pack of paper and I just pulled it out. I think it's 2 inches. Yes, it's going to be 2 by 5.5 once I get it off the edge of this paper here. So I'm going to put a little bit of seal right there, and then I'm going to put a little bit of seal on this end, and then a little bit in the middle. And then I'm just going to stick it on here in the center. Okay. There we go. And we're just going to snip off the excess here. There we go. Got rid of that. I don't think I actually burnished this with my bone folder, so that's why it is not laying nice and flat like you would like a card to do when you're working on it. Okay, then I need to get my wreaths glued together. So we're going to use that same little technique of the glue on the silicone mat. And look, the glue that I put on there for that other card I just made, it's all ready to come off. You just literally rub it and it all comes off like into some glue boogers. And then I just put this in my trash can, hold over my trash can, and just rub all the glue off. So there we go. All right, so we are going to put more glue up here in the corner. And I'm going to get my little spongy out again. And I'm going to, this is Pear Pizzazz. And I die cut the leafy wreath out of this. So I'm going to put this down here in the, well, I'll put it over here instead. Put it over here in the corner. So I'm going to pick up some glue. And I'm going to add it to the leaves on here. Okay. So then I'm going to set this in the center. There we go. And then I have this other wreath I'm going to stick up here, not in the glue that I just put down because I don't want there to be glue on the front side of my wreath. So I'm picking up some more glue and I'm just going to add it to that wreath. And then I'm going to put this one over the top. Okay. Get my finger out of there gently. Okay. And we are done with that. So I will put this aside. Let that glue dry and I'll peel it off later. Okay, so here was the hard question that I was struggling with. I couldn't decide. Do I want to add a little piece of cardstock down here with the sentiment stamped in soft suede? Do I want it down here embossed in gold on very vanilla? So I can't decide. Or do I want it embossed in gold on the piece of crumb cake? Or did I want it embossed in gold on the piece of soft suede? What do you guys think? Soft suede and crumb cake, vanilla and gold, crumb cake and gold, soft suede and gold. So you guys tell me what you think in the comments, and then we'll go from there. I also took some of our metallic cardstock and I cut myself some things. I've got some leaves out of the bronze. I've got some sprigs out of the copper. And then the die set actually has this little, I don't even know what this is for. Honestly, I have no idea why it's even in the stamp set. But Carol says we have one vote for the first one from Janine. See, I was kind of leaning towards the soft suede myself, but you know what? I could maybe make a card with all three of those just like that saying Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, soft suede and gold. We have a vote for that. Oh, we have a vote for vanilla. Oh my gosh, you guys are going to make this difficult. Another vote for vanilla, soft suede and gold. I don't know what to do. I literally don't know what to do. Maybe I'll do nothing since I can't decide, and then I'll figure it out later. Okay, so to finish my wreath, I decided to go with two of these leaves, kind of side by side, and then these little sprig guys kind of on top of them. So I'm going to use glue dots for the little sprig pieces. And I'm just going to add a glue dot right down here at the bottom, right on the, I guess the stem of my little sprig. And so I don't want to put these exactly in the middle of these leaves. I just want to kind of offset them just a bit, just because I probably can't get them in the center anyways. And so if they're offset a bit, then it won't make any difference. Put the whole card together first. That actually might work, Carol. Let's try Carol's suggestion. We'll put the whole card together first and then we'll vote. Okay, so this one will stick like that. And we will add this with a glue dot. And then this leaf with a glue dot. Okay. And then I did tie a bow with this fun ribbon. So I'll show you how I do it just in case you are a new person, you don't know how to tie bows. I do it like this. I make two loops. I cross the loops. I push the one that's on the top to the back and through the hole, and then I just pull on the tails until it's the size that I want it. And then I would snip off the excess and go from there. So here's my bow. Actually, it might need to be a tiny bit smaller. So I think I put my wreath closer to the edge than I did in my practice session. So let me trim off the ends once again. Okay. I'm going to add this with, I think I'm going to go 2 glue dots, one on each side of this knot. And we'll set that right there. So then, I have another dilemma. I got all these little, whatever these things are. Actually, where's my take your pick tool? I die cut 6 of them out of the copper colored metallic cardstock. And I was going to stick them on the card, but then I thought, well, they look okay. Then I thought to myself, what about some Gilded Gems? Because Gilded Gems are amazing, and they have like some dimension to them, and they sparkle. And so I kind of changed my mind again, and I'm going to go with this, with the Gilded Gems. So I'm going to shake off all those little circular bits, and we'll maybe use those on something else. Okay. So we've got some Gilded Gems here. So let's, how do we get these off? Do I have to use my pokey end of this? Perhaps. So we'll just throw some Gilded Gems around on this wreath. And I think that's a better option than the yeah, because look at how they sparkle. They're so pretty. So that's why I was really drawn to the gold embossing, because I had all this fun metallic-y gold stuff. And then I thought, what do I do? So that, you know, I really think I like that, but I really think I like them all. I just can't decide. I don't think I like this because I can't really read the embossing. So that, for me, is a hard pass. This one, it's also a little hard to read, I think. There's like some shimmer and shine on that just makes it a little bit hard to read. This, I think you can read really well. I don't have any issues reading that. And this one, to me anyway, I can read it the best. So let's go with one of these, the crumb cake or the vanilla. So now you guys decide again which one you want, vanilla or crumb cake. Okay, so I'll do a little cleaning briefly. See, that's kind of what I was thinking too, Carol, that it was a little bit too much, that the sentiment needs to be a little bit more subdued. So, yeah, I don't know. It's one of those crazy deals, you know? All right, so I'm going to decorate the inside too. I have a little piece of vanilla here that I wanted to put on the inside, so I'll let you guys do some voting while I'm doing this. Crumb cake, vanilla, crumb cake, vanilla. Oh my gosh, you guys are killing me. Crumb cake. We just can't seem to decide, can we? All right, so I'm going to stamp my little squirrel friend. He comes from the Banners, the Banner Year stamp set. So I've got my little squirrel friend, I've got an acorn, and I've got this little spriggy thing here. Okay, so what are we doing? Vanilla, crumb cake, vanilla. Should pick up the color of the bow. Oh, right, Charlene, I get you. This is a tough call, you guys. Seriously tough call. I just... I'll set that there for a minute and look at it. Okay, so we're going to go with our little squirrel friend down here in the corner. Just because he's so... What the heck? All right, that's a do-over. So I think I need to do a little stamp surgery. So I'm going to clean him off. And it looks like there's a little bit too much photopolymer right in there between his tail and his head. So I've got some scissors here, and we're just going to cut that out. There. And now this may not happen to everyone, but I happen to be a very heavy-handed stamper. I've always been this way. And I think it's because 18 years ago when I started stamping, we had linen-covered ink pads. And with linen-colored ink pads, you had to really press hard to get ink onto your stamp. And so I became a very heavy-handed stamper, which is kind of a bummer, but what do you do? Okay, I need to scratch paper up here in the corner because we are going to stamp our little sprigs, but perhaps they might end up coming off the paper just a bit. Now, I don't know how this is going to look. This is another thing that I was kind of winging this afternoon while I was deciding what to make and what sentiment to stick on here. And I thought we'd throw an acorn on there. And then I have a sentiment that says from all of us, because I was going to send this to my brother and his wife. They are not able to go anywhere for Thanksgiving this year. They, my sister-in-law's mother, who is, I think, 95 years old, you guys. Whoa. And is still pretty spry. She lives with them. And so they very rarely ever go anywhere. My brother works from home. And so he doesn't have to go to the office or anything like that. And my sister-in-law does not work. So they can have her mom there and take care of her, because they made the really hard decision of not putting her in an assisted living because, as we all know, they would never get to see her. And so, yeah, so they made the tough decision to keep mom at home in hopes that, you know, everything was good. So there you go. All right, what do we got here? We have vanilla crumb cake, vanilla crumb cake. Oh my gosh, you guys, I swear this is like even. Like very, very even. I keep leaning towards this myself, having it in the soft suede, but then maybe I should just make 2 cards. Maybe I should, after this live is over, I should just make another one, because I honestly can't decide what to do. So I'm not going to do anything with that. There will be a Happy Thanksgiving on there eventually, with our gorgeous wreath. Yay. The Arranger Wreath bundle it's one of those things where I didn't really notice it in the annual catalog. It's in the annual catalog, you guys. At first, you would think it would be in the holiday catalog, but it's not. But look at all these fun things that are in here. You get eggs for Easter. You have just flowers for any occasion. The 2 wreaths. We have the little partridge and the pear tree for Christmas. Some pears for the partridge and the pear tree. Leaf, Valentine's hearts, the word love, the heart. I mean, there's so many. It's such a versatile set. I really dig it. Okay. Enough about this. I can't decide, so we're going to move on. And maybe at the end of the show, I will have figured it out, and then we can do it. Okay. Oh, and this is the punch that I used to cut the banner ends, just in case you were wondering. All right, let me get all these things out of the way. Oh, did you hear that? I just dropped something on the floor. I think it was the ribbon. Boy, I just keep wiggling this desk, don't I? And the whole camera keeps going crazy. I gotta quit being so nutty. All right. Or maybe have my husband and my son with the smashed finger figure out how to make my desk not so wobbly. All right. Last card. And this is for, I can't decide which one of my sister-in-laws I'm going to give it to. They both have birthdays around Christmas, like I said. And so, yeah, we'll see what we can come up with here. So we are going to use the In the Pines stamp set, which of course is kind of a Christmassy masculine stamp set, but not today. There's my sentiment. We might use these little fun things. I might use those. I don't know yet. Haven't decided. We are using Bam! Magenta Madness. And a little bit of some Smoky Slate. I have my tree stamps here. The detailed one and then the filler stamp. I have this little set of trees right here. If I use this star, I'm going to use some embossing powder and some Versamark. So I'll need that also. We're also going to use the Itty Bitty Birthdays stamp set because it's going to be a birthday card. And then here is my paper. Whoa, look at how bright that is. Kind of crazy. All right, so first of all, I wanted to show you guys a few cards using the bundle. So the In the Pines bundle is the stamps and, oh my gosh, where's my dies? Where is my dies? Here we go. I think I'm missing one. I think I'm missing the other, like, Snow Hill. But as you can see, so this die here actually cuts out the tree from, like, the inside of your card. So you can have something behind there, which is really gorgeous. This one, we have, the stamped images. So we have these two stamped images here, and then the trees behind. Very pretty Christmas card. This is another very pretty Christmas card using that, and then some of the stamped images and the little snow. And of course, there's that little star. This is the one I made for a swap. I've got that snow hill that isn't on this back there. And then I just did some stamping with the trees and did the embossing folder back there. Here's one that's not even Christmas. How do you like that? Although it has Christmas snowflakes, but it wouldn't have to be Christmas, I don't think. I mean, you can send a thinking of you card to anybody anytime. So, and that uses some of the paper that's on sale this month. And then we have this one that's absolutely a Christmas card, Season's Greetings. And we've got stamped and cut, just cut. Kind of fun. Another one. Ooh, look at that blue glimmer paper. Hoo-hoo, and the white. And then lastly, I've got this one here with the tree, and then they threw in the deer with that. So it's a really fun, cool set. I'm super excited about it. It's going to be, I think it's going to be my kit to go next month. So in November, and it won't be Christmassy themed. It's going to be more like masculine and any occasion, because obviously, Christmas is going to be here soon, but you might want to use the ideas after Christmas. So there you go. Okay. So that's the dies. That's the stamp set. We're using the Feels Like Frost Specialty Designer Series paper, and we're going to use the polka dots, because why not have polka dots for a birthday card, right? And then we're also going to use one of these patterns in here. Was it this one? No. This is some of our In Color Designer Series paper. This is where we have, all of our colors have these patterns in Designer Series paper. So we're going to use the polka dots, and we're going to decorate the envelope. Okay, I think we have all the supplies out here that we need. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my tree in the pink. So we got the Magenta Madness here. We have the large tree with the stem. A tree doesn't have a stem. A tree has a trunk. Good grief. And I'm going to stamp this right on my little scrap of Marvelous Magenta. No. I always say Marvelous Magenta. We had a color named Marvelous Magenta a really long time ago. And I've been a demonstrator for a super long time, and old habits die hard. So there you go. I'm trying to find a scratch paper. Oh, here's one. On the floor. So then I'm going to ink up the filler image here. Oh, there goes the camera again. Sorry. But I'm going to stamp it off once. And then I'm just going to stamp it over the top. I'm having some trouble seeing, because normally I would not have a camera in my way when I'm stamping. And you can't really see that. It just adds a tiny bit of dimension. Okay. So then I would die cut this with my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I would get a tree. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay. Then I have this piece of the Designer Series paper, and it's a little bit, this is how I found it in my box, in my package of paper. So clearly last year I did something with this paper, and this is what I got left with. So, but it's a little bit too wide. At an angle, it's a little bit too wide, so I need to sort of measure it in my little brain here and figure out how much I need to cut off. So I'm going to cut off about like that. So then I'll measure this and let you know what the size is. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so it is 4 inches across on the bottom. This little side is about 1.5 inches, and this side is about 2 1/4. Okay, so give or take, it's not going to make any difference if it's perfect. And then I do need a little strip of the paper here, like a 1/2 inch is plenty. That's trash, that's trash. I'm going to take my liquid glue, and I'm just going to put a little skinny bead right here along this angled edge. And I'm going to add it to this. That's what I want, about, I don't know, 1/8 inch or so showing at the top above my polka dotty paper, like that. And then I'm going to bring in some scissors, and I'm going to snip off the excess. Okay. Get that cut off. Whoa. All right. I think I just touched that. Nope. But I'm going to move this out of the way because, yeah, you guys know exactly what's going to happen if I don't. Finger on it, and then on my card. Okay. So then I have a layer of Whisper White that is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm just going to kind of lay this on here for placement, because I want to stamp a few of the trees on it. But I need to have the placement there. I need a piece of scratch paper. What the heck? Normally I have scratch paper all over the place. Here we go. All over the place down here. Of course, not right now, and I need some. Okay, so we're going to put that at the bottom. And I don't have any adhesive on it yet. Okay. So then I'm going to ink up this little trio of trees. I'm going to stamp it off one time. And I want to stamp it right here. So then I'll just get my placement, and then you saw how I just flicked that right out of the way so that I could stamp that on there. So then I'm going to ink this up again, stamp it off again, and I'm going to stamp it down here. There we go. So I want the trees to be coming in at both angles. So a little bit lower here, a little bit higher there. Okay. All right. Let's see. This says winter birthdays. Yeah, I know, Jean. Just wait. It's so awesome. Okay, then I have a piece of basic gray, and this is the Stitched So Sweetly dies. This is the second smallest rectangle. All right, so we are going to take our little tree that we just cut out, throw some glue on it. Now, I didn't put any glue on the trunk because I don't want to glue on the trunk just yet. And let's get it right side up here. So I'm going to put it in the middle. So the trunk is basically at the bottom of this piece, and then the tree is just going to go up from there, like so. Okay, now we can put this on. So we'll add just a little bit of glue going around here. And we'll put that down at the bottom. Sometimes when I want things at the bottom, I'll just stack them together, and then I'll just press that down. Okay, there we go. This is so awesome. And I'll show you my inspiration card. I just got done doing a swap for the In the Pines bundle. And I had to make 2 cards, and I did. And you're going to just think this is amazing. Well, maybe you won't. It's not super amazing. It's just kind of amazing. Whoops, that is a little bit crooked, I think. That looks better. Okay. So then we have our card base. This is a thick Whisper White. Oh, my husband just came in. I can hear him stomping his feet off upstairs because apparently there's still snow out there. Okay, so then this, do I want to, I'm just going to use glue. I'm live on Facebook. Did you want to say hi?
Hi.
My husband says hi, everyone. Usually I'm done by now, but it's fine. He probably wants to be fed. So as soon as we're done here, we will feed him. Okay. There we have that. Now we need a little sentiment. And where's my sentiment? You know what? I don't think I cut one. So when I cut white cardstock, you always end up with a ton of little strips. At least I do, because you're cutting layers like 5 1/4 by 4. You end up with a little strip. So I need it to be about a 1/2 inch. So I am going to put it in this little trimmer that I have here, and this little silver area is a 1/2 inch. There we go. Isn't that funny? I got a little red rhinestone on there, and I've just never taken it off because I just think it's kind of cute. All right, so now I need a birthday sentiment. What are we going to have? We're just going to say la, 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 birthday wishes. Where is birthday wishes? Right here. Okay. I need a block. There I go. More stuff on the ground. Okay, so we're going to set this on here. We're going to try to make it straight. And I want birthday wishes. Do I want it in pink? Probably. I mean, we're going to go pink, or we're going to go home, right? Go big or go home. All right, so is this going to be straight? I think so. All right, where did my little piece of paper go? Right here? Yes. Pink. And let's get this on here. There it is. Birthday wishes. So stinking cute. Now I can let that dry just a bit. Then you can bring in this amazing little banner punch. We can slide this because it's a 1/2 inch, so you can do 1/2, 3/4, or 1 inch strips on this punch. So we're going to slide that in, and we're going to snip it, and we're going to see, oh, we snipped it on the wrong side, Barb. Okay, this is a do-over, people. Let's see if Barb can do this the right way this time. Okay, start over. Eek. Okay, I did it. Yay me. All right. So I am going to snip off the end here, just barely. And then I'm going to put a mini dimensional on the end. Of course, this is the side that I messed it up. Take that off. And then I'm going to add a tiny bit of liquid glue right down here, like that. I'm just so excited about this card, you guys. Lift up. And then this is just going to go, oops, I think I might have got a tiny bit of glue underneath the trunk. So we will slit that out, push it in just a tiny bit. There. So cute. Now, if you wanted to make it a Christmas tree, you could add these amazing little 2020, 2022 in color enamel dots. You could decorate the tree with pink. You could decorate it with rhinestones. You could leave it just as it is, which is what I'm going to do with it. But I'm going to decorate my envelope because I think my sister-in-law is going to get a kick out of this pink tree. So I am going to add glue to my envelope flap. Just a skinny bead. I don't need a whole glob of glue, you know, just a little bit, just so this will stick. So we're just going to buff that right up to the fold of the envelope flap. There we go. And then all we have to do is just trim around this. And we have a decorated envelope flap. Super fun. And then I'll show you my other card that I did for the swap, which is basically the same, but it's different colors. Which is really funny because I got done with that card and I mailed them all out. And then today I was sitting down here thinking, okay, should I make that card on Facebook Live? And then I don't even know what prompted me. I just happened to look at my ink colors and I saw that Magenta Madness there. And I thought, no, we are going Magenta Madness, baby. Look! Isn't that awesome? All right. So here is my Christmas card that I made using the exact same things. Now you'll see I did use one of these stars. But look at that. It's silver and not copper. Barb, how did you do that? I took one of the stars, I left it on the plastic sheet, and I cut it off. I have some cross-lock tweezers here. I just got them in my tweezers. I pressed the little star into my Versamark ink pad multiple times. I dipped it into my silver embossing powder, and I heat set it. And as soon as I got done heat setting it, I dipped it in there again, and then heat set it again. So I have like a double layer of embossing powder on there, and that's what you get. You get a silver star rather than a copper star. So I thought that was kind of fun. So this is the card I made for my swap. And then, like I said, all of a sudden the Magenta Madness popped into my brain, and I thought, oh my gosh, why not? Seriously, why not? And then I remembered that Tammy and Lisa both have birthdays in December, and I thought, oh, you know what? One of them is getting this card. I don't know which one. I got to figure out which one of them likes pink. It's probably Lisa that likes pink more so than Tammy, so probably be Lisa who gets it. She doesn't watch me on Facebook Live, so she'll never know that you guys have all seen her birthday card. Okay, let me bring in the other two projects that we made. Yeah, we still haven't decided what we're doing with this. I haven't decided yet. I'll figure it out. And then my paper pumpkin alternate project. So fun. Actually, I need to burnish this a little more. It's not quite flat enough. There we go. So there we have it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys need supplies that are Stampin' Up, I would love your business at shoppingwithbarb.com. It helps me out a lot. It gives me a reason to go on with Stampin' Up and to keep making more fun, free videos for you guys. Because then I can afford to buy a little bit more stuff. So yay. Every little bit helps. Host code for the month. Remember to join my Techniques Club if you would like. And I guess I'll check the comments one more time just in case anybody had anything to say that was important. I don't see it. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to go make some dinner for my husband. So if you're on YouTube, give the video a thumbs up. If you're on Facebook, please give it a like, share it, like my page, and I will see you guys back here next week. So have a great week, guys. Goodbye.